Hello, hello, hello. It must be Tuesday night before I'm sitting here. And, well, I don't know. I don't know where any of you are, because I'm on here. I've just jumped on, haven't I? Just jumped on. So, yeah. Let's see what's rocking and rolling, shall we? Let's see what's happening. Not a lot. Not a lot is happening. Because, well, I'm just here, aren't I? Just here. Here we go. Here we go. Rock and roll. Oh dear. Andrew's in. He's jumped on, and Payne's jumped in. God, they were waiting. They were waiting, just with their fingers hovering over the mouse button. They were waiting, jumping in when I thought there was nobody there. And the dog is off on one. Why not? Why not? So how is everybody? Is everyone good? Excellent. Oh dear. You forget that when you probably don't get it because you haven't got any lights. But do you ever get that where your eyes are just a little bit sensitive to the lights and everything feels a little bit? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Everything that light feels particularly bright there. Oh dear. As you can tell, I'm totally prepared, or unprepared, as usual. Andrew says, how does analog sound? Does it sound better? What, better than CD? No, because it's vinyl. And the CD is the superior version. Remember, buy the CD. That's alright. I mean, I don't get it myself. That was a complete. I don't get it. So people saying, it's really good. I've read people going, oh, it's better than the CD, which is obviously a nonsense because it physically can't be better than the CD, for it is a vinyl. I mean, it sounds okay, but it's split into 4, and I mean the edits are okay, but you know, when you consider that they managed to fit 60 minutes on a vinyl back in 1990, I don't get it. Now I was expecting it to be 45 RPM, you know. So it was like like I did with those Peter Gabriel and Brian Eno releases, and there was Dire Straits one as well. I thought it was going to be that, but they kind of, they didn't do that. So I was kind of a bit nonplussed by it. And again, the artwork's all futzed as well, because why not? Let's mess it all up. You know, you're paying good money for something that hasn't even been proofread. You know, so. Again, who's putting this together? Obviously, no one who's a fan of Mike Oldfield or the original release, because they would notice that there are errors. There are errors. Alex says, early, is this a new time? I just thought I'd come on now and take the dog out afterwards. Come on, early. Take the dog out. Yeah. Just kind of get it out of the way, right? Kind of just rip the bandage off, you know, rip the plaster off the festering wound. Just get it done and done with. Yeah, it's the best way, isn't it? Andrew says, I got the Who big box set. I think the book is the best thing. I've got the Blu-ray. I haven't listened to it yet. Again, it's not a favourite of mine, of theirs, and it's got a booklet, little booklet. But again, it's not something that I'm in love with. I'm not in love with the album, so I got the Breakout Blu-ray, and that'll be enough for me. Again, it's not something I care about, you know. I don't really care for that one. I mean, even that they've brought out a double vinyl edition with a booklet, and that's about £80. You see, you might as well just get the CD box set. I don't get that, because I would have bought the vinyl normally, because when they've done trying to think reissues, last few reissues, and I'm thinking Sellout and Who's Next. There've been vinyl editions that have been, well, were they reasonably priced? No. The Who's Next one was stupidly expensive, but I waited for it to go down in price. So this will probably go down in price. I'm talking round in circles. I don't know. Again, it just seemed really stupid that the vinyl would be more or the same price as the box set, but you get less, because all you get is a live show. You get the album and the live show. You don't get any of the extra bits and bobs, and that just seemed really dumb. Oh, I don't understand. I don't get it. Yeah, there is a yellow colour vinyl, but why? Why any of it? So, you know, Clive's in. He says hi. But yeah, it's a bit of an odd. Again, I think they've not really followed the pattern of the previous releases when it's come to the vinyl side of things. But it's just the way it goes, I suppose, isn't it? Just the way it goes. What would you expect? Yeah, what do you expect? Paul's in. He says, "Evening all. Hope everyone's doing well." Got me blood test results back, and I had to talk to the doctor on the phone, and wanted to put me on another tablet, but this tablet makes you piss more. So I said, "No, I'm not gonna do that tablet. I'm just gonna not eat anything. So I'm just gonna do that." But my blood sugars were down, but not down enough. Down to 58, but they want it down to 50. It's like, well, if I'm down to 50, then I'm not diabetic anymore. But I'm just like, I'm in the pre-diabetic range. But I think they're asking too much. I think they're asking too much of me. I think 58's okay, but they want it down to 50. So I said, yeah. I'll come back in 6 months. Let's see how it is. We'll think about it then. I'll just keep stalling them. But yeah, my kidneys are all right. My liver's all right. A little bit. There was one abnormal result, but it was expected. My liver and onions were fine. But yeah, so that's that. So I'm all tested for another 6 months. So that's it. It's great. It's wonderful. It's brilliant. Dog cam? Oh, she's not here. I don't know where she is. I think she's upstairs with the kids. Alex says, someone commented on Facebook after 20 Ms a record. After 20 Ms, a record sounds rubbish, as they've started squashing everything onto the side, so spreading it over 2 discs, it will sound better, really. Are you talking about, yeah, I assume he's talking about Amarok being spread over 4 sides. I did mention it in one of the comments. It's all to do with frequency response, you see. Now the original, he says because it's like he knows you're going to talk about it. He pulls it up. The original pressing is 60 minutes. It's actually 60 minutes 4 seconds if the Discogs is to be believed, and it's on 2 sides. And look how narrow the grooves are, right? Look at it. But they fit the whole album onto it, and I think it sounds alright. Now, The issue, it's all to do with like the bass response, because they have to put the grooves, it sounds really daft, they have to put the grooves really close together if they're doing a 60-minute album. And if the grooves are close together, then you can't get a good like bass response as you get closer to the end of the album, because they're packed in. And the way they cut the albums is at the beginning the groove's fine, but as you get closer to the middle, you need a little bit more width to cope with the bass response. And so if it's all kind of squished, then the bass response can be a little bit crappy, yada yada yada. That's the perceived wisdom and theory. This is why on the 1986 pressing of So by Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes is the opening track of side 2 and not the end track of the album, which he wanted it to be, and has subsequently pressed all copies now, because they now have the technology to do that, because pressing technology is better apparently. And so because it had a big bass bit on it, it's now at the end, and because they can do that, it's not at the beginning. I feel like I'm rambling. Am I rambling? I feel like I'm rambling. But yeah, that's the perceived wisdom. Now, again, this new pressing that they've brought out, it's over four sides. It's all right. I mean, again, if you want the best audio experience, it's the CD. It's always the CD, because it flows one whole 60-minute piece. For that was how it was intended to be. You know, when people say, "Oh, this new version, it's the best," no, it's not. Even if it sounds good, it's been cut into 4 pieces, and even if the edits are well done, that's not how it's meant to be consumed. You're meant to sit there, and the music is meant to be shoved in your sound hole, whether you like it or not. You know, only babies, only little tiny ickle babies listen to Amarok in 4 parts, because you just can't handle the whole thing. Big boys take it all at once. That sounds kind of rude, but you get me drift. You get me drift. Now, I was expecting it to be 45 RPM and it'd be one of those high res pressings like we got with the Peter Gabriel, Brian Eno, Dire Straits, on 180 gram vinyl and 45 RPM spread over 4 sides. I'd have understood the rationale behind it, but it ain't. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Just don't get it. But there you go. And the whole artwork is futzed up, and that's without the whole look of the front being wrong, and then there's spelling mistakes on the back, which is some of the instruments are misspelt, rotator instead of rototoms. And salt, I can never say it. Saltery is spelt wrong. And this shouldn't be a thing. But hey, maybe AI put it together. Maybe AI doesn't know what it's doing. I do not know. I do not care. I do this so you don't have to. I do this so I do the review, and I say to you, why? And you're supposed to take notice. Alright? I do this for you. I suffer for you guys. I take the bullet for the team. And am I respected for it? Am I? I'm not. I'm not respected. I'm not respected because people want to come into the comments and say 60-minute CDs. Even when I asked them not to. One guy did it, but then he deleted his comments. So I think he probably went and had a look back in the past and realised I was talking the truth. But hey, there you go. Stipend's in this evening. Andrew says, on the 12-inch club mix, you've got great bass sounds. Yeah, but that's because we're talking 12 inches, and everybody loves a good 12-inch. A nice black 12-inch. Who's going to say no to that? But we're talking about 12-inch, pressed at 45 RPM, different bass response. You're talking about 60 minutes of music at 33 RPM. The inner groove gets a little bit tight for a good bass response. That's the perceived wisdom of it. I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue about it, man. But yeah, so that's it. Well, 11 people in. This is obviously the soccer counts haven't woken up yet. So yeah, that's it. Any more for any more? Have we done enough yet? Oh, I haven't done 15 minutes. God, I feel like I've done an hour and a half. Can you believe it? Talking about all that nonsense. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything? Anyone died of note, Andrew? And we've got to do the roll call of death. Yeah. It's very quiet out there tonight. Nobody want to talk? No talking topics? No? Andrew says, can't think of anyone at the moment. I know, it's good, isn't it? No one died this week. Alex says, some woman I've never heard of sang with the Grateful Dead died. Grateful Dead? Grateful Dead? Nobody listens to the Grateful Dead. Only American stoners listen to the Grateful Dead. Ay. But it's good to know that Stipends retracted his message. It was too spicy. Alex says, I know, that's why I've never heard of her. Exactly. It's the Grateful Dead. Chris is in. He says, you look like the type of man who has pre-ordered the liquid filled Wish You Were Here. I did that last week, Chris. I did that last week. We did it live on the stream. I wasn't going to buy it, but then, you know, I thought for clicks and giggles, we'd do it, and then we'd have a look at it when it came in. Because why not? It's something to do, isn't it? It's something to keep the YouTube channel going, keeps the lights on. You know, might get a little bump in views. You know, I'm like the guy. You know, I'm like the guy outside the tube station with his hat on the ground, going, "Come on, look. I've got a YouTube video for you. Come on, have a look at it." I'm like that guy, because you know, YouTube's very cruel, very cruel to people like me. You know. Sty says, R.I.P. to the Grateful Dead singer. Not a big fan of the band. Well, no one is. No one really likes the Grateful Dead, because to like the Grateful Dead, you have to be stoned. And when you sober up and listen to their records sober, you go, why do I like the Grateful Dead? Nobody likes the Grateful Dead. Only that song that was a hit in the 80s in the UK. Was it a touch of grey, wasn't it? That's the only song that anyone in the UK knows of the Grateful Dead, and they've forgotten that already. Chris says, I won't ask you to show it again. I can't show you it because it hasn't arrived, because it's not until December the 12th. But once it's here, you will be shown, and I'm going to whoosh it around. I'm going to do that so you can see all the liquid moving around in it. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. It's going to be the greatest unboxing ever. Should I get a hammer and smash it so we get all the liquid out? That'd be good, wouldn't it? No one would have thought of doing that. It's expensive though. Chris says, I found my copy of Pecker's Mathematician's Interpretation. If I want it, not particularly. No. Well, obviously you don't want it. So I'm taking people's offcuts now. Is that it? I'm a charity case. Is that what you're saying? I've got to take the records that you don't want. Is that my role now here? It's like you'll be sending me your Bucks Fizz records next. Jesus Christ. Andrew, it's a good record, that. Is it? Is it really? Is it? I don't think so. It's only because Oldfield's on it. If Oldfield wasn't on it, you wouldn't give it the time of day. Come on. Come on now, let's be honest. Let's be honest about it. It's a mistake doing this early because I haven't got any hot beverage and I'm drying out. I'm drying out already. Star says, I just don't like Jerry Garcia. Shouldn't disrespect Red Dead, not the grateful ones, but there was something about him I just didn't like. I have no opinion on the people of the band. You know, I just don't get why you'd want to listen to the Grateful Dead unless you're stoned and you're lying in a field in California with the sun beating down on you. You know, I can understand the appeal there, but other than that, no, just say no. Chris says, will Mike Oldfield lend his talent to inferior product? If there was a drink in it, it probably, in those days, if there was a pint in it, it'd probably play on anything, to be honest. You know? I mean, I don't think he's fussy. Have you heard, oh God, what's that one? I'm trying to think of the album title. Oh. Have you heard that album he recorded? You know, that album that was out, you know, that isn't very good. That Mike Oldfield album that he did, which wasn't very good. Oh no, I can't remember it. It's just, I can see the image of it in my mind's eye, but I cannot place the title of it. But that one, you know, that one, and I'm not thinking of Islands, because I don't mind the instrumental part of Islands. So now I'm going to have to go to the fucking Mike Oldfield discography, and I don't want to. Nobody wants to see that. Here we go. Earth Moving, that one. Seriously, Earth Moving, right? Earth Moving got to number 30 in the UK chart. It's horseshit. Amarok, number 49. Is that fair? Mind you, Evans Open didn't even chart. So there you go. Mind you, Guitar's only got to number 42. There's a pattern here. There's a pattern emerging. The Mike Oldfield albums that I like, mind you, Millennium Bell, 133 in the chart. That doesn't count. I thought if it's outside 100, it doesn't. It's not even Light and Shade, 175. But Man on the Rocks, 12. So Man on the Rocks is a superior album to all those other records. It's better than Amarok. There you go. Earth Moving, that's it. Evans Open, the instrumental piece, was it From the Balcony? It's alright. I haven't listened to that one in a long time, so I might have to go there again. I don't think I've reviewed it. I haven't reviewed those ones on this YouTube channel. Does anybody want to hear that? Well, does anyone want to hear that album and me talking about said album? No. Voyager. Voyager's all right. Oh, Renee's in. He's got to get used to the new time. We've caught him out again. Oopsie. You know what we're like. We're very cheeky. We are. We're very, very cheeky. Alex says Heaven's Open is the one Mike sings every track. Yeah, that's a bit of a rough one, isn't it? You know, that's a bit of a rough one when it's every track. But you know, I think I've only ever listened to it once. I don't know, maybe I listened to it twice. I had the CD back in the day. Again, I foolishly bought it when it came out. I like the Wind Chimes too from Islands. I like the first side of Islands, and I like Flying Star because Kevin Ayres. But that's about it really. Yeah, you know, I foolishly bought Earth Moving, and I foolishly bought Heaven's Open, and I foolishly bought Voyager. And I foolishly bought Man on the Rocks. And I foolishly bought Return to Amarok. Or Omadorn. Return to Omadorn. Same thing. That was a stinker. There we go. Oh man, we've been bashing Mike Oldfield tonight. Bashing him. Shocking, isn't it? It's a shocker. So what's your favourite Mike Oldfield album? What's your favourite Mike Oldfield stinker? Of all the stinkers he's made, what's your favourite? Leave a comment in the comments box below. Guys, what's your favourite Mike Oldfield stinker? What's your guilty Mike Oldfield pleasure? That'll be the title. We discussed our guilty Mike Oldfield guilty pleasure. It's like, was it Tubular Bells 3? Man in the Rain is just Moonlight Shadow. Again, isn't it? Should we be honest? Should we just lay our cards on the table and just say he just did Moonlight Shadow Part 2 and he should have called it Moonlight Shadow Part 2? But he didn't. That kind of, I do think that kind of spoils the album. Andrew says, what about Frankie Pleasure Dome big box set? Is it worth getting? If you like Frankie, I suppose. If you like Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I know the Breakout Blu-ray disc has been delayed. I mean, I was almost tempted to get that one if I wasn't so poor. If money was no object and I could afford it, I might have gone and got it. I didn't pre-order the Blu-ray because I can't keep ordering all this stuff. But I was quite intrigued by it because again, it is a real Trevor Horn project, and I used to like. For my sins, I used to enjoy the singles of the Frankies back in the day, except for their abysmal cover of Ferry Cross the Mersey that they did. And didn't they do Born to Run as well? But I enjoyed the Trevor Horn infused mixes that they did. And who remembers the Frankie Goes Toward ZX Spectrum video game? I do. I owned it. I played it. I sat there and thought, what the hell am I doing? I think that was par for the course though, but those were the days. Paul says, the Millennium Bell is my least favourite of the series. You mean Tubular Bells 4? Do you remember that? How we proved it's Tubular Bells 4 because the tubular bells are tilted to the side to spell a 4. Did you notice? So there you go. Alex says, dare I say I don't hate Voyager. I enjoyed it when it came out. It was sufficiently different. It was like, oh, this is a bit different. You know, all these Celtic standards. I thought it was, I thought it was all right. I thought it was okay. You know, so Yeah, I thought it was all right. Hold it. We got some. There we go. Got some dog cam. We got some dog cam. I'm just trying to adjust the. It keeps forgetting the settings. Why does it forget the settings? There we go. Dog cam. She's just staring at me, staring at you. And now she's moved. Oh well, it was good while it lasted, wasn't it? Did me best. Did me best. Chris says, "Man in the Rain with Pepsi" from Pepsi and Shirley. That wasn't who was that on the live? That was the, because I don't think she sang on the album, did she? That was someone else. That was somebody else, I think. Nike Erdfield. Oh, very dry. Come on, oh, you keep me up. You keep me up, you know that. It was Heather Burnett. Oh no, sorry, Cara Dillon. Sorry, who was the vocals on "Man in the Rain." There you go. There you go. I'm glad we established that. Quite went to #1 in Spain. Did old Tubular Bells 3. #4 in the UK. That one. It's all right, but I think "Man in the Rain" just kind of boxes it all up really. But I did enjoy the Ibiza infused, sun dappled, drug splashed vibe of Tubular Bells 3. I thought it was very brave at the time, because it was done when he was in Ibiza, and he was taking lots and lots of substances to help his hedonistic lifestyle, apparently, allegedly. I always find it funny that was it Noel Gallagher ended up buying his villa. Imagine it. You know, you got the estate agents, you put your villa up for sale, and Noel Gallagher walks in. Yeah. And Mike Oldfield says to Noel, "No, are you going to buy my villa?" And he goes, "Maybe." I'm here all week, folks. I'm here all week. Owen says, Mike Oldfield's brother, composer and recorded music for the Frog Clock in Telford Shopping Centre. True story. You mean Terry Oldfield? I remember back in the day when there used to be a new age section in all the record shops, you'd often find Terry Oldfield's flute music next to Mike Oldfield's albums in the new age section, and you'd go, oh, there's 3 of them. There's Mike, there's Sally, and there's Terry. Not buying his records though. There you go. I've never bought a Terry Oldfield record. So, and that is a true story. Renee says, "Have you seen the Teenage Engineering Rhythm? I like the sound in it." Yeah, Rhythm and Tings. Yeah, it's a drum machine. For those of you who wonder what the hell we're talking about, Teenage Engineering are a electronics group, because they don't just do musical instruments. They do all sorts of other things, computer cases, and other stuff. And yeah, today this new drum machine of theirs came out, and their stuff's all a bit gimmicky, and you know, yeah, I mean it's fine. It's about 300 quid. You know, I don't know. Expensive their stuff. Did you ever buy one of their OP ones, Renee? Did you ever pull the trigger on one of those things? Wosley says, "Love the Frankie Extended singles. I had so many 12-inch singles from Frankie and the cassette singles. Those were the days, the glorious days of the 12-inch Megamix. Everybody, you know, did a 12-inch Megamix. Indeed. Alex says, did you like this Jean Michel Jarre live album with Brian May? Yes, okay. Alex, I bloody reviewed it, mate. I mean, really, come on. You people, you come here and you try and be all clever. You go, oh, Darren, have you heard this? I bloody reviewed it. You ain't been paying attention, have you? God dear. Did you see the thing at the weekend? On Saturday, he played a gig in was it Uzbekistan, in Tamarand, and yeah, it was just him on his own. I was surprised, but he did the song. He did the song. Do. He did it twice, just to really underline it, you know. But no Brian May this time. But I always wonder though, when he's on his own, every time, is he just triggering MIDI and just doing the hand thing, you know? Is he actually playing? Did he charge him, you know, his fee and thinks, just turn up, press start on the MIDI file player, and the lights will take the rest of it. But what I don't appreciate with Jean-Michel Jarre these days is he uses an awful lot of AI generated crap for his background imagery, when there are artists out there who he could be a patron to and give them the gig. But we have all this AI shit. Gabriel's the same. I'm not happy with you, Gabriel. You're just the same. You let these people, these horrible AI people, create this gibberish, and it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't art, and it ain't right. Renee says, yeah, the Frankie extendeds were great. And says, OP1 can't afford it, mate. I thought you were made of money. Chris says, that's the great mystery about Kraftwerk. What are they doing at all those pedestals? That's why I've never had any urge to see Kraftwerk play live. I remember when they was like doing the gigs again, and everyone's going, "Oh, you can see." It's like, nah, not happening. I'm afraid. It's like nah. But sometimes, you know, when Jarre is because he has a like percussionist with him, and is it a female bass player or female guitarist or something? There's been other people with him, and you think, oh, maybe there is some live stuff happening here, you know. But with that one on Saturday, he was on his own. You do think, well, maybe he's just pressing a button, you know, being a bit cheeky. Cheap gig, that one. Cheap gig. What you want for free? It's a free gig. Oi, oi, oi. So yeah. What should we talk about now? That topic just killed. Topic just killed over. Oh no. You off again? You're in and out like no one's business. Dog's cat. She's in. She's out. She's shaking it all about. Andrew says guitars. Chris asks, how are my AI experiments going? Oh, I've not been really doing any more. Oh, it squeaked. I did a track. Did I do 2 tracks? I did 2 tracks that are in my folder that are based on stuff that I've recorded that it gets very complicated. There was an old track I found, I put it into Suno, it threw out this other thing which I really liked, and then I took all the stems, removed the majority of it, and just kept there's a keyboard track and a trumpet part. I mean, I could have redone the piano bit myself. In fact, I was thinking that I did do it, and I thought, well, I kind of like the way it sounds in the mix. It sounded too out of the mix. I don't know. I just couldn't get the levels right, and the trumpet part just sounded really good, and I couldn't. You know that thing where the demo sometimes it's got better energy than the actual when you do it for real. And that's going to be a track. I've got it. It's titled "Sunny Side Up" at the moment. But it's just it's going to be opening. It'll be the opening track on this thing. But it's all come from me anyway, so it's not really AI. It's just kind of rearranged stuff. It's like kind of an arrangement tool. But I've not really done any more with it at the moment because I've just been recording instead. You know, I've just been doing actual recording. So. Owen says, I like the Live Jar DVD where you did the Oxygen Live with the original equipment. I think it was 3D. Oh, I've got the 2D version of it on the shelf there. Because 3D, yeah, he re-recorded the album, and there is a good live, it's a good live performance on the DVD. I'm sure people have uploaded it. You can probably watch it on Jar's channel or somebody else has done it. Yeah, and it's kind of funky. You get to see how it all fits together because, you know, in those days, in the old days, a lot of the rhythm tracks were done, you know, with analog devices, and it's not necessarily what you think it's going to be. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Check it out. That was done 2010s, I think, 2009s, 2010s. So yeah, that was good. I've got the 2D edition. I could look on the shelf. I could get it off the shelf. What do you reckon? Should we bravely turn around and look at the shelf? Shall we? Wait a minute. I can see it. It's there, looking at me. There he is. There he is playing all the stuff. Doobie doo doo. A doobie doo doo. Doobie doobie doo. Oh, typical. That's not meant to happen. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Doodle doo doo. Doodle doo doo. A doodle doo doo. Doodle doo doo. Do 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 do. Does it say the year? Oh god. It's in 5.1. Excellent. 2007. 2007. Blimey. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh oh oh. And it sits with my copy that I got off the cover of the Daily Mail, which actually I had the newsagents, I think, at the time when this was out. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was before the newsagents. I can't remember. But anyway, that is the CD in that. But it's got Daily Mail written on it, and that makes it all the more valuable. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, I can't fit back on the shelf now. Oh no. I'm never going to get it on the shelf. Oh no, this is the problem. Getting everything back in where it belongs. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Andrew says, I got the box set of Oxygen. I had that and I sold it because I thought I'm probably never going to listen to this again, and I sold it. And I went back to my crackly old copy that I got from 99p from a second-hand record shop, which has Oxygen and the follow-up as a double pack. Yeah, very good. I like it. Very, very good. Renee says, I think I'll be saving up for the rhythm and ting. I really like the dub sounds on it. Yeah, again, I don't really have any use for those kind of noises unless I start doing dancehall music. Yeah. Shabba. But I can't see me doing it really. Really can't see me doing it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, and this is a 2D version, probably better than the 3D version. It's just basic red and blue glasses. You've got to get. Does it come with the glasses? Because if it doesn't, you're kind of stuffed, aren't you? Yeah. Does Jean-Michel Jarre keep kind of leaning forward into the and doing that? See, if this was in 3D, it'd be. I'd be like poking you in the eye. Oh God, the fun we could have had. The fun. What do you mean you're having fun? We didn't come here for fun. We come here to watch a stupid guy talk bollocks for an hour and a half. Oh no, an hour and a half. Oh, I'm gasping. 45 minutes? Are you kidding me? I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to make it. What else do you want to talk about? I'm trying to think. What's going to talk about? I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Whoops. The records under my desk have fallen over in a pile. Oh, wait a minute. I'll put those on the shelf. Do 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 do. Boo! Do 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 do. Owen says, yeah, it came with the glasses. Oh, imagine if it didn't though. Oh, the agony. The agony and the ecstasy. You'd have to make your own glasses out of sweet wrappers from a Roses tin, wouldn't you? Dusty says, was that Andy Edwards just then leaning to the screen? Can't be done. I didn't say right 3 times. I don't know what you're talking about, but keep taking the tablets. Andrew says, I'm popping out for a cuppa. Hold on. Oh, it's all right for you. I'm kind of stuck here. I can't get a cuppa. I wish I could. I might have to put in a request for some sort of liquid refreshment. No, she didn't hear. God damn it. What do I think of the new album of Bioscope? Is that the Rothery and the other fellow one? I haven't listened to it. It's not something I'd degrade myself with. I mean, I could listen to it and take the piss. What do you reckon? Because I could wind up all the prog fans. What do you reckon? Would that be good? Let me have a look. What's everybody else saying about it? I can find it. I've got too many windows open and they're all displayed. Do you ever get that when you've got like multiple windows open but they're all showing the same thing because you've opened the window and you've looked at this, and then you've ever had that and you know which one to close? That's what just happened to me then. Bioscope album review. Louder. Gento by Bioscope. It's by David West, and I guess it's from Prog Magazine, reviewed back in August. Pillar of the Neo-Prog world hangs out with the apparent to Berlin School of Electronic and first cover for England. Tangerine Dream Man, Thorsten and Marillion Steve Rothery. Album's uniform theme, the moving image, I think the subject. Cinematic, but the movie be less of a blockbuster. 3-part. Analog. Elbow drummer Alex Reeves. Blah blah blah. Boo boo boo. Ba ba ba. Four stars out of 5. Okay. The progressive aspect. What was that? Come release of fascinating. Blah blah blah. Oh God, I just want to die. They've made the most beautiful collection of music that I've heard in 2025. Okay. Now Spinning Magazine. Bioscope's Channel is a mesmerising, deeply immersive album that rewards full attention. If you love Tangerine Dream, I'm indifferent to them. Marillion, I'm indifferent to them. Or cinematic instrumental music, I'll just go and listen to Hans Zimmer. You'll find yourself returning to it again and again. Would you? Would you really? Would you really? Would you really sit there and go, I'm going to listen to the Bioscope album again? No, you're going to put it on your shelf and you're going to forget about it. If you even do that. I don't believe any of these people. I don't believe any of them. They say that because they got a free copy. They say that because they got a free copy. Oh, it's 1869 on Amazon. I suppose that's got the Blu-ray with the surroundy sound on it. The vinyl is £42.17. Are you insane? Are you mental? Fuck me. So anyway, if you want that, Bioscope. Here's the Amazon link. Magic Penny. Blah blah blah. No one's going to buy a copy. Andrew says tea and a lovely mince pie. Oh, I can't even have mince pies anymore because of my blood sugars. I wish I was dead. No, I really do. Owen says, I watched the film The Long Walk last night. Pretty good. It's a Stephen King film. Well, he wrote the book that it's based upon. It's about some people that go for a long walk. They don't all come back. I can't stand Stephen King. I just can't stand, and I don't like him sitting down either. I don't get the appeal. I mean, he wrote an awful lot of his stuff on coke, and I don't mean, the real thing. I mean the real thing. I remember as a young lad in W.H. Smith's in the horror section, flitting between James Herbert, who I really enjoyed, Clive Barker, enjoyed that as well, and then Stephen King, and I'd read it and go, yeah, not for me. Again, he's a bit like what's his name who did Jurassic Park. He gets an idea and he just keeps repeating himself, so it's boring really. But people love him, and that's just great. That's just fantastic. But no, too many words. Too many words. But I'm glad you enjoyed the film. If it comes on and it's free, I might dip in. You know, just to see people getting shot. You know, it could be fun, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm watching The Chair Company, which is really good. That's it. That's all I've got to say. And I think I don't want to spoil it. It's from the people that brought you I Think You Should Leave, which is one of the better sketch comedy shows of recent years that's on Netflix. And Tim Robinson, you know, I ain't done shit. You know, I think he's a comedy genius, and it's a great comedy thriller, which is quite dark. It's a dark comedy thriller, I guess you'd call it, or is it? I don't know, but that's on the TV at the moment. That's on the skies, so check that out. I thoroughly am enjoying it, and I don't know where it's going. And that's what I've been watching. Well, one program. Because a lot of the stuff I have watched, like Resident Alien, that ended. Alien Earth, that ended. Peacemaker, that ended. I haven't watched the latest second season series of Gen V. I keep saying to my daughter, we should watch it, you know, because we watched the first one, and we watched the boys together, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I can't be bothered. So there's a bit of fatigue there. So yeah, a little bit of fatigue. Any more? What have you been watching? What are you currently enjoying? Any films that you've enjoyed? Let us know in the comments box below. I'll tell you what's good. YouTube, they're doing this thing. It's new technology where you basically upload you put in your face and do a little video for them, and they create like a digital blueprint of you, and then they can use that to detect any like AI generated stuff that's been created using your image. And that's going to be a new tool they're rolling out, which is absolutely I think that's just brilliant. That means, you know, again, for big creators, even little creators like myself, I thought, yeah, sign me up to that. I can't wait to see that, you know, kick in, and it'll operate like the copyright system. You'll be able to claim or strike anyone who's basically with you, and I think that's really cool, because, you know, we're going to see a lot more of this AI stuff. I mean, I was one. Where was it? I put it on Facebook. I don't know if I showed you guys. So I was messing around with Grok, for all its sins, and Grok allows you to animate still images, and it's pretty powerful. It really is pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. And I'm just trying to find the one that I did. And no, that ain't it. Oh, you should really follow me on Facebook. All the good stuff, like this, for example. Look at this. Look. Look at this. This just proves a point. Oh, thank God for that. You've saved my life. I was spitting feathers.
There you go.
That's why I married you. Thank you. Hot beverage. I'm saved. But anyway, make a note of this, right? Are you ready? The vanilla fudge, the Move, the Pink Floyd, and the Small Faces. That's the kind of thrilling content you get on my Facebook page. Yeah. Oh, blimey. Where was it? I did post. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. The top picture is obviously the still image, and the bottom picture is a little AI video created by Grok, right? And it gets my face right, even though my face isn't in the image. That's me playing my very first electric guitar, which was a Columbus. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? How does it know? My nose is a little bit different because my nose is a little bit more pointed, but it looks like it could be me. But how does it know? How does it know that I look like that? Isn't that amazing? But then I like these ones. Again, if you want some top pictures of mushrooms, it's a Facebook page. Follow me on Facebook. It's the Darren Lock on Facebook. You can watch me taking pictures of mushrooms. Like this, for example. This is an AI created video of Hannah. We were at the beach, and look, it animates her, and it has her running towards the kids who are playing in the sea. How does it do that? How does it do that? I find it all absolutely amazing. And again, here's my old dog Meg from a still image. It animated her. It's really clever. And look at this one, look. It even wags her tail, like she used to wag her tail. Look at that. Clever stuff. Look, for again, here's Alex licking a bass guitar. That never happened. Whoops. I think the internet's. I think I've broken the internet. See, look at him. Look, he never did that. He's playing the bass. How clever is that? Yeah. Anyway, I'm fascinated by that kind of stuff, and you should be too. Andrew said I was going to mention the copyright issue. Copyright. What copyright issue? I haven't got any copyright issues. That was a sample from Amarok by Mike Oldfield. Have I seen, Owen asked, have I seen the AI videos of Stephen Hawking? Yes, I have. And that's what kind of turned me onto this, because I was showing them did I show Herb? I don't know. I showed Verity, and we were laughing like drains. Yeah, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of Stephen Hawking videos where he's doing extreme sports. It's hilarious. He would have loved it. He would have found it hilarious. But no, it's just. I mean, we could. I mean, I did one with an old picture. We could. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it right now. Let's fucking do this. Let me just go. Can you do it on the? Can you do it on Grocky Grok? Because I usually use my iPad. I don't know. Hold it. Let me get an old photo. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves, kids. As I go looking for photographs on the hard drive, and there are a lot of them. so glad I've got this hot beverage. I bet you wish you had a hot beverage. Oh God, there's just so many of the bleeding things. Not that one. If I picture me with a guitar or something. Nope. Okay, just will that work? Let me just upload me rock and roll. Upload. I always ask politely, can you animate this picture? I think it's only going to work on the no, only just still images. It's on the app on the iPad. It's actually it's actually turned me into a girl in that video, in that picture, because I've got long hair. That's the problem. It gets a little bit confused. Somewhere I can connect the iPad to this thing. That thing when you're trying to figure out technical things in your head, I could probably connect it using a USB-C cable, or maybe I'll just hold it up. That'd be the easiest one. Because it's in the Grok app. Again, that just looks like a blank screen because you can't see anything. If I send this, what I love about Apple is sometimes it just doesn't work. For example, it doesn't show the how can I get that to my iPad? Puzzles and puzzles and puzzles. Let me just take that and plug that in there. I'll plug in the USB-C. Will that work? Will it give me my iPad? Trust this computer. Trust. Yes. Ah, I can now drag the image to my iPad. Can I? Can I send it to my iPad? Probably not. Please talk amongst yourselves as I try and figure out how I can. I just want to drag it to my iPad. Please. I just want to make it work on my iPad. Please, files. Ah. So, there's the pictures. Pictures. Files. I'm losing the will to live here. You know that thing where you think, oh, this would be a good idea. Photos. Is using iCloud photos. I just want to get a picture on my iPad, and AirDrop doesn't seem to be working at the moment for some reason. Why isn't AirDrop working? It's a mystery. Just want to put this picture on the thing. But anyway, I'll get one from the. I'll just use one from the. I'll use one from the file here. I've got plenty of old photos. Right, here you go. Right, here's a picture of me with the dog standing waiting in the rain. Right, that was taken outside Smith's Toys. It's just a still image, and it's gonna animate it. There I am, standing with the dog, still image. This is top quality entertainment, folks. I'm very sorry for being so dull and that bit trying to look. See that? Look, it's animated me. Look. That's frankly bizarre. That never happened. It's weird. It's just so weird. You could spend hours. I have spent hours just playing with this thing and loading old photos in. I mean, I did have an old picture of my of me with my mum and my nan. If I can find it, but I don't know where it is, because you know what it's like. You know what it's like when you're trying to find stuff in thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of bloody images on your iPad. Thousands and thousands and thousands of images. It's boring after a while. Just keep scrolling down till you find a good one. We'll just do this one. It's just a picture of the dog. Look, it's just a picture of the dog just standing still, look. And it'll upload it, and then it will animate it or turn it into a piece of video footage. Oh wow, look at that. That's just amazing. I might save that one. I just think it's amazing how it gets the background to scroll, and it just looks real, you know. Okay, the legs look, the back legs go a little bit weird, I think. But how does it do that? How? It's just weird, isn't it? I find that just bonkers. And like I said, I did save some. I might actually have it on the iPad. Actually, I might have actually saved it. Like I said, this was a. Let me just check. Oh, I've got so many bloody pictures. That's the problem. Library. Here we go. Here we go. This is from an old still picture of me, my mum, and my nan, and it looks like us walking in Kent in the 70s. And look at that, and they're alive again, and it looks like them, and it's just amazing. How about this one? This is my great grandparents getting married in, oh God, I think it was 1905 or something like that. Look. And it animated them. It brought them to life. It's just the most amazing thing. And here's me with my dad. Again, a still image. It brought it to life. You know, absolutely bonkers. You know? So yeah, I just spent. You could lose too much of your time to that. Oh dear. Rene says, in the beginning of the process, do you make your music with the keyboard first? I don't use keyboards. Well, I'll come back to that because we got. I'll be back. I'll show you in a minute. Andrew says the one where Darren wrestled with AI. I didn't wrestle with it. It's just the app is on the iPad. It's not on the computer at the moment. It's on the app only. So our Lord and Saviour, Elon, hasn't extended it to that, but it's incredibly powerful what it does on that. It's only little short 6-second videos, but again, I've got a load of old pictures of my old dog Meg, who we didn't have video cameras then. If I load them all in and feed them in, I could create a whole couple of minutes of video of the dog walking around and doing things. It's like, I should do that. Owen says, what's it called again? The app. Is it free? It's Grok, and it's on, I think it's on Android and iOS, and it is free. You just download it and give all your data to Elon, but it's well worth it. I think it's mind blowing. Renee says, till now I've got 7 commercials in stream. Is that good news for you, Darren? 7 commercials. I've no responsibility for it. That's YouTube. YouTube are doing well. I mean, I might get a micro penny out of it, but it's all done with them, you see. Oh, I didn't know that. It's wanting me to actually install a software update so it can communicate with the iPad. I didn't know that. I'm sorry if there are commercials. I have commercials switched on. That's because, why not? But how many you get and where they appear, that's YouTube. If I have them switched off, there's a chance you still might get commercials. So, because I've had them switched off and they've still appeared. So, I just leave the default settings and walk away. So, don't blame me. I'm just, but if you do want to give me money, you can join the YouTube Darren Lock fan club for as much as £1 a month, and you'll get no benefit from that other than some videos that you can't see, old videos maybe, I don't know, and that'll be good. So yeah, how cool is that? Or you could just send me money, PayPal. Why not? But yeah, Rene was asking about music. He went, Darren, where does the music come from? And I go, I don't know where it comes from. Now I was doing a really horrible thing today, a real horrible tune. I might have to put the headphones of shame on though. What did I call it? I called it Chirpy Cheeps. It's a working title. It's a working title at the moment. It's just a working title. Chirpy Cheeps. And he said to me, Darren, where did the music come from? And I said, I don't know. I just faff around. I just faff around with the guitar until things happen. And sorry, I've just got to get the windows sorted. You've got to get your windows sorted, ain't you? You've got to get your windows sorted. At the moment, it looks something like this, right? It looks like that. And the first bit, and you got your guitar, right? And then you got your guitar, and then you got a bass, and you got a drum, and you got some cymbals. In fact, I should actually say cymbals, so I know that's the cymbals, because I like to add some extra cymbals there. And what it started off as he says, reaching for his headphones, as a riff, which I just asked about. Right, the riff is. Let me just cue it up. This audio capture. The riff is nothing amazing. Oh, there it is. The riff. This is the riff. Oh, system overload, everyone. That weren't nice. This was the riff. That was the riff. That was the riff, but of course you can't have a riff on its own. So I made the little drum thing using the interactive drummer that comes inside Logic Pro. Thank you, Logic Pro. Means I don't have to have a drum machine, and you can tap in what you want it to do. You can either use the kind of AI thing, but now they've updated it so you can actually use a little grid and do a rudimentary drum pattern, and I did that. And so the drum pattern is like this. That sounds really cool, but it sounds cooler when played together. And then I go, but I need some bass guitar, right? Because this is just what I do. I do this, and you know, it's just the usual shit. And so then I had some bass. And I go, that's good, but now I need some other guitar on the other bit. I need like another rhythm guitar. So I think, what can I do? So I do this. So it all fits together. So you get the idea, building it up. But also, we need some cymbals, because I love cymbals. I really love cymbals. I love that shit. And then I think, why don't I really get annoying and add some bleeps and bloops over it, because it needs that. It needs bleeps and bloops, and so I added some bleeps and bloops. You get the idea, and that's where it gets its title from, chirpy, because I called that chirpy. I don't know. And so when you mix it all together, it sounds like this. Get it? It's not mixed yet. This is just, it's what I've been doing today. And then I think, well, what I really need is I need a lead guitar line, because when in doubt, add even more guitar. So I did this lead line that sounds like this. You get the idea, and that's how you do it, and that's how I do it. And you know, just that's it. That's how I do it. Sometimes it might come from the keyboard first, but it's very rare. It's very rare these days, because I have guitars, so I tend to just retreat into guitars, and that's probably I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I just like riffing out and seeing what comes out of it, because I don't know what else to do really. I see where the riffs take me, I see where the chords go, and I build things up like that. Sometimes it can be bass and a drum track, you know. I'll find something on the bass that I like and find a drum piece that will work with it, and the great thing the great thing about drums these days, he says, is everything just sounds so good, because I used to think was superior drummer, and if I don't like that, maybe I want to have some big rock drums. They sound really articulate, you know? Maybe I want a jazz feel. Oh, I don't like that. Just sounds so good. Or maybe we go for electronic. Let's go electronica. It's every drum machine I've ever wanted, man. Hours of fun. Yeah, maybe not that one. Yeah, so you can just arse around forever. Do not save that until you get bored with it. But yeah, I love Superior Drummer because the drum sounds are just so articulate and sound so alive. And that's really how I've been doing it for years. I mean, really, I just build things up, usually from the bottom up. So it's very rhythmic. It's a rhythm, you know, again, it all depends sometimes. You know, if I'm playing acoustic or a 12 string or mandolin or something, you play that, that's the lead instrument, and you kind of extrapolate out of that. But no, I've been doing that since I've been doing that since the 4-track days, when I had a drum machine and that, and just, you know, you just play along to a drum track, and that's kind of my method really. And you know, ideas come out of it. I mean, that'll go in the folder. I don't know if that's a song. I don't know if it's an instrumental. I don't know what it is. It's just, I was mucking around with these chords. It's nothing too complicated. It sounded fun, and then when you add some bass to it, it kind of knitted it all together. And then I found a lead line that went over the top of it. So, you know, and that's how I operate. That is what goes on behind the curtain, as it were. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Andrew says heavy. I hope it's not too heavy. And I've done my time. I've done an hour and a half. I'm going to go and take the dog for a walk now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Well, we was all over the place, weren't we? We started off with Mike Oldfield, didn't we? We was talking about that, and then we kind of went all around the houses, and then we went into, well, we kind of went into AI for a bit, and we ended up with some terrible music. So something there for everyone. Now, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the fun and games tonight. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm sorry. I really am sorry for saying that. And hopefully, you know, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. I can only do this, so this is all you're going to get, I'm afraid. And I will try and do the review of. I've got the Tortoise album, which I keep meaning to review, but I always find it hard when I like albums to review them. So, Mr. Remote said I was going to pass out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Stop holding your breath, and that's it. So, yeah, I'm off. Until the next time. Mrs. birthday tomorrow, so that's going to be fun. And yeah, well, today actually. Well, it will be today in 11 minutes. I keep thinking we're later. We're not. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed that and you had a rollicking good time. Do leave a comment for the algorithm. Kitten says good night. Have a nice walk. Well, it's just a little stretch of the legs for midnight duties, as it were. And oh, very kind of you. Mr. Remote's give me a $5. Well, $5 US, which is probably about £3, I'd imagine. It will tell me. It will tell me. £3.81. Cool. Is that the exchange rate now? Bloody hell. The pound's taking a hammering. I think I blame that Brexit. I do. I blame that Brexit. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you can't be good, be safe, but more importantly, don't tell your mother. Night night.